Hey, Big Boy, thank you very much for the show.
Yes, man, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. It was good. You know, Helsinki, Finland. It's live, man. Very live, for sure.
You just released your, can you say first solo record?
Yeah.
How was it making a solo record compared to doing an Outcast record?
It was pretty much the same process, you know. Me and Dre, 3000, you know, we both produce and write and arrange and do all aspects of the music. So, you know, from the time since Aquemini, you know, we've kind of been, you know, like two mad scientists in two different labs just creating funk. So, I mean, it was a pretty cool process. I think the biggest difference is the writing load, you know, since you don't have a partner to share the songwriting process with, you kind of just, you know, have a heavier writing load. But it's been fun, you know what I'm saying, getting that whole complete thought out.
You did the Something's Gonna Give song, and during the presidential campaigns, do you think Obama has he done anything for instance, a kid in Atlanta? Is it different now?
Yeah, I mean, depending on, you know, what type of results you're looking for, but I think, you know, he's made the best out of a bad situation. You know, he stopped the hemorrhaging of, you know, the economy and, you know, really just trying to get America back on track with jobs and things like that. But it's still, we got a long way to go. So, you know, I give him, you know, tip my hat to him for, you know, trying to make it better over there, for sure.
And you're doing some charity, for instance, for kids in Atlanta.
Yes.
Have you other projects?
Yes, I have. Well, my foundation is the Big Kids Foundation, and I've been doing it now for like 5 years. It's my nonprofit organization. What I do is try to take the inner city youth. I hold summer camps during the summer, and you know, go speak at schools throughout the year, as well as do things during the holidays. But my main thing is focusing on, you know, molding young minds to be sharp adults. You know what I mean? So teaching them things such as public speaking, and doing things such as travel programs to get them to travel across the country and out of their neighborhoods, so they can see that the world is bigger than their block or their neighborhood, and you know, just so they can know that, you know, there are many things you can do in this world, and you just got to be the best you can be at it, and shoot for your dreams, go for it.
You mentioned you have lots of different projects. How do you keep your musical style so wide?
I guess the musical styles are so wide because coming up, I listen to everything, all types of music. You know, two of my all-time favorite artists happen to be Kate Bush of the UK and Bob Marley. You know, so you can tell just from that span alone, you know, everything in between that, Ghetto Boys, NWA, De La Soul, Johnny Cash, Minnie Riperton, Gil Scott-Heron, Aretha Franklin, The Temptations, NXS, AHA. The list goes on and on, you know what I mean? So it's just all about the spread of good music, and music is supposed to make you feel a certain kind of way. So any type of music that I listened to coming up that I felt, I listened to. You know, there were never any type of discrimination against music, and I'm glad I grew up that way because it kept me open-minded, and I really like to make music and just try to be the best artist I can be, you know, for sure.
Do you have time to listen to music?
Oh yeah, I'm listening to music all the time, whether it's on the plane, on the tour bus, or just, you know, in my hotel room at home. You know, I'm constantly listening to music, checking things out, and constantly creating and writing and producing. So yeah, it's a 24-hour assignment, and it's fun. You know, it's what makes me tick, finding that ultimate groove.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for this.
Cool.